By the time that I was 13, I really started struggling in school. I started hanging out around the wrong crowd. I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression, and I was put on medication at a very young age. By 14, I began using weed and alcohol. By the time I was 22, I was fully addicted to cocaine. And I was using both of those substances, alcohol and cocaine, to still try to fill this void. I had been arrested multiple times, and every time I ran right back to that life. I just thought that the rest of my life I was going to be drowning. One day, I was given drugs that were laced with fentanyl, and I ended up crashing my car, and I couldn't get out of my car. I didn't have a phone. I probably sat there for hours, and eventually a friend of mine showed up and helped me to get out of the car. We actually had to break part of the dash. He was the first person in a very long time that reminded me about Jesus and said that there's another way and there's someone in this world, that believes in you and loves you no matter what you do. After that, I turned myself back in because I had charges that I was on the run from. My lawyer came and talked to me at that point, and I remember he told me that my minimum was 2 years in prison. And for the first time in possibly ever, I remember I just said, God, I don't know if you're listening or if you're real. If you are real, I'm here and I want to follow you, and I just need help right now. The very next day, I was called in or out of the cell, and my lawyer came and told me that I was a candidate for something called Journey Court. That process really saved my life, and that feeling that I had been searching for my whole life, now Jesus has that overflowing. I get to I work in a residential treatment facility here in Lansing, and I get to work with amazing women there, and I get to share not only my recovery story, but my Jesus story with anyone every day at work, and I'm just now almost 2.5 years clean. I'm so blessed that I get to give my life to Him every day and to walk in His path and just see where life takes me.